Free Palestine!
Free Palestine!
Free Palestine!
Free Palestine!
Free Palestine! Free Palestine! There is only one solution. Intifada revolution.
Guys, let's be honest, we can barely hear each other. We want to make it as loud as we possibly can. Remember, the situation that we're in, the rain, this is water. People in Gaza, they're facing rockets. All right? Step it up. Raise your voice as loud as you can possibly scream. They say that when we say, from the river to the sea, Palestine will be free, we're being anti-Semitic. We're not. We're stating the truth. And we're here to say today, from the river to the sea! Palestine will be free!
Palestine will be free!
Palestine will be free!
Palestine will be free!
Free Palestine!
Free Palestine!
Free Palestine!
Free Palestine!
End the occupation now!
End the occupation now!
End the occupation now!
End the occupation now!
Hands off Gaza now!
Hands off Gaza now!
Hands off Gaza now!
Hands off Gaza now!
Hands off Al-Aqsa now!
Hands off Al-Aqsa now!
Justin Trudeau, you will see!
Justin Trudeau, you will see!
Palestine will be free!
Palestine will be free!
Justin Trudeau, you can't hide!
Justin Trudeau, you can hide!
You signed off on genocide!
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 Free Palestine!
Free Palestine!
Free Palestine!
Free Palestine!
Rain or shine! Rain or shine!
Rain or shine! Rain or shine!
All out for Palestine!
All out for Palestine!
All out for Palestine!
All out for Palestine!
All right. All right, everybody, we have our first speaker of the night. Hello, everyone. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Thank you for standing with us today during this emergency protest for Gaza. First and foremost, as a visitor on this land, I would like to begin by acknowledging that we are currently situated on the ancestral and unceded territories of the Musqueam, Squamish, and Tsleil-Waututh nations. Today, I stand with you in front of you, a heart full of gratitude and unshakable spirit. We are not here as mere individuals, but as a collective force. We are bound, not here, we're bound together by our shared passion for justice and change. We've gathered under the banner of hope, raising our voices to demand a better world, and most importantly, freedom for Palestine. I want to give a special shout out to all the individuals who have devoted so much effort in the last 24 hours to make today possible. These are absolutely challenging times for our community. And witnessing us still come together here today in the pouring rain on a Wednesday evening is a testament to our collective strength that we can indeed move mountains. It is with this understanding that we will march forward. Today, we aim to be one powerful voice. So I urge everyone to join in the chant as the collective strength is amplified when we speak together. As we take to the streets, letting our voices echo, let's bear in mind the importance of a peaceful protest. We are here for legal, peaceful protest. We are not here to propagate hate. The media is watching us, waiting for one mistake. Do not, I repeat, do not engage with individuals who may provoke you or others here today. Our focus is on our mission, not giving attention to distractions. Our route will take us on a peaceful march to Canada Place via House Street, returning via Thurlow Street. Since October 7th, at least 3,500 Palestinians have been killed in Israeli air raids on the Gaza Strip, with over 1,000 of those being children. At least 1,300 others remain missing under the rubble. Over the past week, we've seen the media paint an image of the October 7th events existing in a vacuum. That this was an unprovoked attack on Israel. They tried to paint an image where 75 years of brutal occupation, settler violence, dispossession, and murder don't exist. Shame! They tried to paint an image where Israel is the oppressed and the victim. We are here to stand up to the lies that have been spread and to contextualize these events. Palestinians have demanded their freedom and basic human rights for decades, but their screams have fallen on deaf ears. They have marched and protested peacefully just to be met with bullets and other devastation. Thousands of peaceful protesters have been imprisoned by Israel with no set trials for years. In addition to the inhumane treatment of citizens in the West Bank, Israel has placed a land, air, and sea blockade over Gaza for the past 17 years. Shame! 2.2 million people with a life expectancy so low that half of them are children. A population living in a city where there's 50% unemployment rates. They control their electricity, permitting 4 to 6 hours of electricity a day and their access to water. An average 14-year-old in Gaza has already survived 4 military assaults, with this being their 5th. Can you imagine the trauma that these 14-year-olds carry with them? The people of Gaza protested peacefully for weeks in 2018, and each week they were met with violence and death. Hundreds died in those weeks. Where was the outrage? What options are left if even non-violence is criminalized? Palestinians are exhausted with being the perfect victim, and us Palestinians are through with convincing the West of our humanity. This emergency protest was organized in response to the Israeli bombing of Al-Ma'madani Hospital, to which Israel's defense minister tweeted saying that they bombed the hospital and killed terrorists. They then deleted that tweet. They then posted so-called evidence, took that down because the community called out the inconsistencies of the evidence. They then took hours to release scripted audio of so-called Palestinian resistance members admitting to the bombing in excruciating detail, which was then called out by journalists and news channels as fake. Shame! This is not the first time Israel has done this. Let's recall the murder of the Palestinian-American journalist Shireen Abu Akleh by Israeli snipers. Israel blamed the Palestinians first, created a sense of doubt, which the media ate up, despite the words of witnesses and journalists on the scene. Then, months later, Israel admitted that they had in fact murdered Shireen. And of course, they were met with no consequences. Shame! We do not believe their lies or their propaganda. Canada's response to these atrocities has been insulting to not only the tragic loss of the thousands of Palestinian lives, but it has also been insulting to the value of human life. They have reduced the lives of people to meaningless numbers and justified casualties by continuing to support Israel's regime and its criminal prime minister. In solidarity, Prime Minister just subhumans. When Canada was asked about their position on whether there should be a ceasefire, their answer was no, and that Israel has a right to defend itself. In what dystopian world does an occupier have to defend itself? Defend itself against so-called aggressors? When were they the ones imprisoning 2.2 million people, half of which are children under the age of 18? When they are the ones controlling the outcome of 2.2 million lives? When they are the ones controlling how many basic necessities, such as food, water, electricity, are allowed in and out of Gaza depending on their mood? When they are the ones committing yearly assaults on hundreds, if not thousands, of Palestinian civilians, tell me how they have the right to defend a state built on bloodshed, massacres of elderly, babies, children, a state built on the displacement of hundreds of thousands of Palestinians, a state built on stolen land. Canada's response and complicity is appalling, but not surprising. As we've seen their response, their continued dismissiveness and persistent aggression towards the indigenous community, the lines are parallel. When you draw the struggle of indigenous communities across North America, the struggles of Palestinians, and all across nations across the world, the one thing that we can take from the brutality and savagery inflicted on the people of Gaza this past week is that they are the most resilient of people. Throughout this dark, atrocious time, they have remained steadfast in their belief that one day they will be free, that one day they will be able to live in a neighborhood blossoming with life, listening to the laughter of the children echoing in the streets, that one day their efforts and their martyrs will amount to a free Palestine. Thank you.
All right, everybody, now give it up for our next speaker, Lara Radwan.
Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine!
End the occupation now!
End the occupation now!
End the occupation now!
End the occupation now!
Guys, I gotta apologize. I don't have a speech ready, but I have a couple of words I want to say. We stayed up all night organizing, trying to make this happen. Thank you so much for coming to our emergency protest. So my name is Lara Radwan. I'm a Palestinian from Gaza, one of the many Palestinians in the Lower Mainland. This protest was not run by an official organization. This is when the youth come together and we organize and we plan and we make things happen. Give yourself a round of applause because we made this happen today. We created a group chat and within 2 days we got 200 people to join us. 200 people asking me, how can we help? How can we support? Where can we donate? What can we do? We created a group chat, over 200 people joined, 200 people asking, how can we help? How can we support? This is what happens when we organize. This is what happens when we collaborate. This is what happens when we stay focused. Give yourself a round of applause. Let's talk about why we are here today. This is a protest in regards to the atrocious war crimes happening by Israel, sponsored by the Biden administration and justified by our own Canadian government, Justin Trudeau. What people don't understand is this is a fight against 80 years of apartheid, 80 years of occupation, 80 years of genocide. You guys know what's funny about Canada? Canada's always so apologetic about the indigenous community. Raise a hand, who went to school here? Who went to school here? Can anybody tell me, what do they say before every speech? they acknowledge how they stole land, and they're consistently apologetic about it. Trudeau himself comes and apologizes for the times that Canada's history, if this isn't our stance as a country, how do you enable and encourage another colonial country to do the same? Shame. What is the result of that? This week alone, listen to this. This week alone, over 50 Indigenous Palestinian family lines have been wiped out of existence. We will never see those families again. We will never hear their family names again. We will never see them grow. We will never see these kids turn into parents. We will never see them turn into grandparents. 50 Palestinian bloodlines erased. A reason we're here specifically today as an emergency protest. I know there are other protests happening. There's one on Saturday, there's one on Thursday. I hope every single one of you will be there, inshallah. But there's a reason we're here specifically as an emergency protest today. It's because they bombed a Christian hospital. They bombed a Christian hospital, wiping out 1,000 people in just seconds. This was an Ahli Baptist hospital, a Baptist Christian hospital, which just goes to remind us that this isn't a religious war, right? This isn't Muslim versus Jew. They are trying to wipe out every Palestinian. Shame. A hospital, and if you guys saw the videos, the Palestinian community will never be the same after seeing those videos, very atrocious videos. And when it happened, like mentioned before by Tala, if you guys were listening, Israel took credit. They took credit. There was an official Israeli spokesperson who came out to say, we did this. We were trying to bomb terrorists. And we were successful. That's what they said. That's what they tweeted out to the world. And then the internet was outraged. Poured a lot of videos on the internet about how, look at the civilians that died. The civilian casualties. All the videos, everyone was in shock. You know what Israel did? They deleted their tweet. They deleted their tweet. I'm so sorry, guys. Technical difficulties, we really do apologize. All right, let's start. When it happened, Israel took credit. IDF spokesperson publicly took credit, saying that we did it to kill terrorists and we were successful. Once the internet went crazy, showing everyone the civilian casualties, they deleted their tweets, taking credit, and said Hamas did it. The Palestinians did it to themselves. Do we believe that? No, we don't believe that. The world knows what's going on. And you know why the world knows what's going on? It's because of social media and people like yourself talking and posting and bringing awareness to everything that's going on. And in the beginning, we were scared. I remember this crowd was not this big. We were scared. You guys remember that the first protest that we started? We're no longer scared. We are not scared to speak up. We're not scared to lose our jobs. We are not scared of the repercussions because our families, our people are dealing with those repercussions right now. Shame. Social media has been a huge impact. I really want to emphasize on that. I know people are losing hope. Trust me, it is our biggest weapon. They are losing the media war. Because of your voices, we have taken back the narrative. We have debunked lies. There was no rape. There was no beheading babies. We have 70,000 videos on the internet circulating. And not a legitimate claim or proof of what they've broadcasted to the world exists. They had to walk back on their claims. I don't know if you guys know this, but the Biden came and said there's like beheading babies, and I don't know what. A few moments later, his own administration had to come up and say, that's not true. Sorry guys, that's not true. That's literally what they said. Shame. From how badly they wanted to prove it, they made AI pictures of dead babies. You know how messed up it is? And if you see those posts on Twitter right now, there's literally a Twitter disclaimer on the bottom that says this was AI generated. We also have Canadian censorship. I don't know if you guys know this, there's a bill that came out. Most of us are not seeing what's happening on the news. means it's our responsibility to keep educating people around us. It's not enough to put it on your story. A lot of people are getting shadow banned. It's time that you speak up on your platforms, use your voice, educate at school, join organizations. We gotta do what we gotta do, and inshallah we'll do Palestine together. We have a couple of speakers here today. Thank you guys for listening despite the technical difficulties. I hope you guys can keep using your voice. You can keep collaborating, join the group chats, keep donating. We have about a couple of speakers and inshallah we can maybe start a march later. Very soon.
Thank you so much, Nada. Give her a round of applause. Thank you. Next, we have a speaker giving a short poem and a quick little speech, and then we will march.
Hello everyone. This is a poem I wrote to everyone who is trying to silence us. This is a poem to everyone to see that no one can silence us Palestinians. It goes like this. They said, shh, don't talk, shh, don't speak, please shut up. It's not your place, nor is it your time. Sorry, we don't even got the time. You talk and talk and talk, but no one's here to listen, so don't bother, don't try.